Hey y'all. So I'm trying to get some type of motivation because I'm just like I don't know, these 2 weeks of quarantine feel like it took me out. Like I was on a boat, I had my little schedule and stuff, doing outings and stuff, even with my little support group, and then bam, my daughter gets sick with COVID, she brings it home, and then I get sick. So now I'm just trying to like get my energy back and get motivated again because I feel so lazy. And then I'm still hoarse. And then every now and then I get hit with this cough because my throat is still very much irritated. So yeah, I'm kind of disgusted. I don't feel motivated right now. Like I'm kind of irritated. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys we're in the Houston Katy area, and I wanted to tell you guys that KPRC is offering um, a Sam's Club card for $19.99. If you are not a member, like you can't be a member, you have to be like a new. It has to be like a new membership if you're going to sign up. But it's $19.99, and I think with signing up for the Sam's Club membership, you also get like a free rotisserie chicken and some free cupcakes. So I think, what is it called? Click to Save. So you go to their website because they have a website and they sell stuff. Like they have discounts and stuff on different, they have coupons, but it's KPRC and it's Click to Save. I know that's channel 2 here in the Houston area. KPRC on their website, and you hit Click to Save. And I hope the deal is still going on because I just so happened to get the deal right before we got sick, which was a lifesaver for me. I have a Costco's card. I paid full price for a Costco's card, but I hardly use it because I don't like their products. Like I like some of their stuff, but I don't like the fact that they just sell their own brand of stuff. I can use both of them because Costco sell like other things also that I like, but I like the fact that Sam sell all different brands of items. They are just not selling their own brand of items. So they just have more of a variety of things in their warehouse. So yeah, if you haven't done it, head on to KPRC, that's channel 2 here in the Houston area. Head to their website and see if you can go to Click to Save, and it's supposed to be like a 19.99 membership for a Sam's membership for up to a year. And they also throw in a free rotisserie chicken and I think, like I said, cupcakes. And I got this right before we got sick, which has been a lifesaver because I have been ordering most of my products, like my cleaning products, from Sam's in bulk. So, they deliver too. So they've just been dropping the stuff off in front of my door. I mean, 2 weeks, not that long. 2 weeks, y'all, seem like a lifetime when you under quarantine and you sick. I didn't realize, oh my God, it's miserable. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Like, and then to be actually sick the first week, oh, I was so sick. I know my daughter is sick. And she's nonverbal and stuff, but I just knew she was feeling bad. So most of the stuff I got like a bunch of disinfectant stuff and cleaning products from Sam's and Bo. So yeah, y'all go to the website and try to get that. I also wanted to talk about some medication, some what is this? I think this is supposed to be anxiety medication or something. As you know, my daughter is disabled. Her first and main disability is cerebral palsy. And then later on, she received a diagnosis of autism. So, but with autism, she has all of these behavior issues. Now, with cerebral palsy, it affects her brain and it affects like her muscles. And with cerebral palsy, you can have your brain could cause you to have the damage to your brain could cause you to even have tight tone in your muscles or loose tone. So she's spastic. She has tight tone, right? and she tries to move her body too fast or anything, it causes her to be really, really tight and spastic. And it causes her to have orthopedic problems, like in her, mostly in her legs and her feet. Like she had little deformities in her feet and stuff. Even though she still walks, she doesn't like shoes. She used to wear braces when she was little. She no longer tolerates the braces. It's starting to hurt her feet, and she's really due a surgery now because she's gotten older, and it's certain things it's causing her to be in pain, and it's causing certain parts of her body to be deformed, like her hips and her legs and her little feet. So, but yeah, as far as her behavior, she's really been struggling with like aggressive behavior. I noticed a big behavior change in her as she got to like preteens. I think like 12. But it's worse now, and I think it's because of her communication. Because of her not being able to communicate, she gets so frustrated to like if she can't get what she wants done right away, she just starts screaming, like screaming blood and murder. And my daughter is small. If you've ever seen her, she's like 5'3", 100 and something pounds, but she has a big mouth. Like if you hear her scream, she screams from like really, really loud, and it would scare you if you're not used to her screaming. She's really loud. But then when she gets aggressive and stuff and screams just cause, it's almost like she just have these tantrums and she just want to scream when she wants to get your attention, when you're not doing something fast enough for her. And then with the aggressive behavior, she kind of self-harms herself. And I don't know if it gives her some type of stimulation, because we are talking about autism, so they look for stimulants, right? They look for stuff to stimulate them, and sometimes they could become overstimulated. So I see her like pinching herself. I don't see her doing it hard, but I feel like she pinches herself when she gets mad. She'll bite herself, like she'll bite marks. But I see like she only bites on certain areas of her arm. She don't have bite marks all the way up her arm. She has bite marks like around like her wrist area, like the very beginning parts of her arm. And I can't get her to stop. So, but I noticed one of the medications, buspirone, Bus- I think that's how you pronounce it. Buspirone, buspirone 5 milligrams. It's 3 times daily, and it's supposed to be for anxiety. And don't see, I really don't see how she's been benefiting from it. So I haven't been giving it to her for the last couple of days. She has a lot of other medications she take, but most of the medications that she take now is older medications that she's been on. This buspirone is pretty new. My daughter used to be in a group home. I want to say she was in a group home for a couple of years, and she was in one when we were in Louisiana because her behavior had gotten so bad. Like I said, around the time preteens, around 12. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a hormonal shift or something. But when she became 12, her behavior really changed for the worse. And a little bit before then is when I started noticing her getting agitated. Okay. And that's when I brought her into the psychiatrist, and she gave her the diagnosis of autism. But honestly, she has never received any like care for autism or anything, like nothing, any type of services. And I'm really looking into that for her now, because the behavior is really becoming an issue for her and for myself, but definitely for her, because she can no longer participate in things because of her behavior. It's so bad, you know. And my daughter is 17, but she looks like 12. She still looks 12. You wouldn't look at her and think she's 17. But her behavior is causing her to not be able to do um, a lot of things. It's holding her back. Her behavior is holding her back. If, you know, we could get a hold on the behavior, she will be able to accomplish so much more. So I'm going to see what we could do. I'm going to see if I could try to wean her off of this medication because I don't know if it's causing side effects or whatever. But it's buspirone, 5 milligrams, and they had her taking it 3 times a day. And I think it's something they started her on when she was at the group home. But I don't really see how it's benefiting her, so I don't think that I should continue with her. When we were in Louisiana, she was in a really, really good group home. They really took care of her. They cooked home cooked meals. They done her hair, like washed her hair. And if you know anything about my daughter, she does not like getting her hair done. Um, Before she went to the group home, I had her on a routine. She was really, really on a routine. So I would wash her hair like every 2 weeks and everything, and the same at the group home, right? But what happened was we ended up moving to Texas, and I eventually pulled her from the group home. And then I had her placed. She came here to live with us, and I had her placed in another group home here close to us in the area we live in. Horrible, horrible. Like for the first year, they were pretty good, but after the pandemic, I started noticing, changes and stuff, and my daughter becoming like not so happy. Her behavior became worse. She wouldn't listen to them. She started having her aggressive behavior turn worse. So I eventually pulled her. I feel like we still working on some aggressive behavior that she picked up from being there. And I don't really know, how to assist her with it. So I'm going to be looking into some services for her. And I think these services is going to be specifically targeting, autism for her. Um, and as far as the schooling right now, it's something I'm struggling with too because I really don't want to send my daughter back to school because this is where she got COVID from. When COVID first started, when the outbreak first started, March of 2020, everything was shut down. She was in a group home then, but she did not get sick there the whole time she was there. And I would go and get her. Like they had them on lockdown for a while, but eventually I went and got my daughter because I wasn't working when the outbreak first happened, and I went and got her, and I just kept her home with me, and we kept her safe. That's one thing I can say about them. They kept her safe. They kept everybody in there safe. They had them on lockdown. They wouldn't allow anybody in there but the employees. No visitors or anything. Never got sick. Never got sick. Even when she was home with me, never got sick because we wouldn't bring them out. Like I would do everything for her, basically. And if she did go out, she would stay in the car. You know, no contact with other people. Like we just because these children are medically fragile. They're already disabled, right? So I don't know what kind of plan or what kind of thinking the school system had in place or what they thought they were doing with these already medically fragile children that's disabled, and they have no plan in place. They just thought it was okay to just let everybody just all willy-nilly just come on in and not wear a mask and just do what they want to do, and these kids wouldn't get sick. So this is where she picked it up from. Her whole classroom had to be shut down because of COVID. So I'm really disappointed. I'm upset because not only did it affect her, it affected me also. So, 2 weeks is a long time for me to be slowed down. 2 weeks, sorry, that was a phone call. But 2 weeks is a long time for me to be, that's a long time to be sick, y'all. For me, it is anyway. And I don't like being sick. And I don't like to see my kids sick. But that's a minute. And then I don't have like the first week was like fever and chills. I didn't really have body aches. It was more like fever and chills and just not headache and just not feeling good overall. Then I developed this bad cough. Um, Chastity slept a lot, and I'm pretty sure she had the same symptoms: the fever, the chills. I may have had fever. I never took my temperature, She didn't have fever, but I'm pretty sure I remember having chills at night. But yeah, it's just a mess. So now I'm just trying to figure out what to do at this point. Like I'm very frustrated in the school system itself. They're not offering assistance with the disabled kids, even though I feel like they should, because they don't offer any assistance with them in the school system. Like you just want us to send them to school, and they're not protected from COVID, even though they're like the weakest links at the school. They're the people that's affected the most. Like when COVID first hit, we knew who was going to be affected the most: the elderly, the sick, the disabled, right? So they're still the most highly affected people, and you just sending them to school like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, like I said, about the kids that have already have like issues like lung issues and trachs and stuff. Like how are their parents dealing with this? Because if you already have a situation like that, COVID is really horrible and that's scary to get if you already dealing with lung issues like that, or excessive mucus in your body, or having somebody to have to come already on a daily basis and like remove like stuff from your trach and stuff already, you know. So I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I'm kind of in a tight spot right now, and I'm irritated. I have so much stuff going on, and then there's the fact that I don't have any extra assistance, right? So if she does stay home right now, it's just gonna be me taking care of her, because when she had like the people coming out, COVID has affected that too, because the people that will come out, she would get a certain amount of hours every day for people to come out and do her cares. A lot of people are having a hard time, like these healthcare companies. They're having a hard time finding people. A lot of people aren't coming out, or they don't have as many employees as they usually have due to COVID. So it's a hard time. You have a hard time finding people. They want you to find your own people. And I'm like, what's the purpose of you? That's like you're not doing your job if I have to find my own person, you know? And then that didn't work out when I was paying out of pocket for people. I just felt like people didn't want to do their job. You want to come here, you want to get paid, and you don't want to do your job. Even when I was working, and then you would just have to sit with my daughter for a couple of hours and then until I came home. And it's really simple, the stuff I was asking of them, But people just seem to not want to work, or just want to half do their job. So it just didn't work out. I'm very picky about my daughter and about who's around my daughter. I'm very picky about my household, and I keep my daughter clean also. My daughter could walk. She's nonverbal, but she still needs to be clean. She needs assistance to the restroom. She wears pull-ups and stuff. So I expect for you to keep my child clean. Just like I tell people, if you're in 100% in your health, right? Don't you keep yourself clean? The same way you keep yourself clean and keep yourself up is the same way when you care for people that have special needs. You need to keep them up. You don't want to be dirty. They don't want to be dirty either. And I don't understand how people don't get that concept. I keep my house clean. I keep my daughter clean. You wouldn't even know that my daughter wore pull-ups if it wasn't for me bringing her to the bathroom, or for her having accidents every now and then. Because, like I said, I keep her clean. I keep my house clean. So I was just having an issue with people that could understand that concept for whatever reason. I don't know what they thought their job was. So yeah, it's just help over here. Having assistance, getting assistance for her is a big issue right now with COVID. So I don't know. The school is becoming an issue with me too, because I don't feel like they're doing enough to protect them. So I guess I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm just like frustrated right now. Because it's like, what else can you do with all of the programs um that usually assist you? They're kind of like at a standstill right now. you know Home health care people really aren't, that interested in going in people's houses right now because of COVID, and I can't really blame them. So that's what we have going on over here. I just wanted to stop by for a little bit and chat with you guys and give you an update. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys, for me. Okay? And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.